So let me ask you something. What if that time you spend commuting, or showering, or walking the dog, the time you probably just write off as wasted, what if you could turn that into your most powerful tool for breakthroughs in focus? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down today. How to turn that dead time into a secret weapon for your brain.
I mean, really think about it. How much of your day are you physically busy but mentally kind of free? An hour on the train? 30 minutes in the car? When you add it all up, you're talking about hundreds, maybe even thousands of hours a year. And yeah, we fill it with podcasts or music, which is great, but what if we could use that time to fundamentally train our ability to think?
Because here's the problem we are all up against. Our constant access to what author Cal Newport calls network tools, email, social media, all of it, has totally shattered our attention. And this isn't just a temporary thing. There's real evidence that this state of constant, shallow engagement is actually reducing our capacity for deep, focused work.
This quote from Nicholas Carr just nails it, doesn't it? It perfectly captures that feeling that something has shifted. It's that nagging sense that it's just harder to sit and think, to follow one single thought all the way through without instinctively reaching for your phone. It's not just you. It's a very real consequence of the world we live in now.
Okay, so if distraction is the big problem, then we need a seriously powerful antidote. And that antidote starts with understanding this foundational idea: deep work.
The whole framework for this solution comes straight from this incredible book by Cal Newport. He's a computer science professor who has basically dedicated his work to figuring out how to do meaningful, focused work in a world that seems designed to prevent it.
So what is deep work, really? It's not just working hard. It's that state of flow, that zone where you are completely immersed, pushing your mind right to its edge. This is where you learn difficult things fast. It's where you produce your absolute best stuff. It is, for sure, the exact opposite of just being busy.
Right, so we all want to do more deep work, but how do we build the mental muscle for it? Well, this is where Newport offers this brilliant and honestly surprisingly simple training technique he calls productive meditation. And here's the key. This is not about clearing your mind like traditional meditation. In fact, it's the exact opposite. You take one, and only one, important professional problem, and you aim all of your mental firepower at it while your body is just on autopilot.
And the amazing thing is, the opportunities to do this are literally everywhere. Your commute, walking the dog, doing the dishes, your morning shower, even waiting in line at the grocery store. All of these moments become a potential training ground. They stop being lost time, and they become your own personal cognitive gym.
Okay, so this all sounds great, but how do you actually do it? How do you keep from just, daydreaming? Well, Newport lays out a really simple, structured way to make sure these sessions are genuinely productive.
Here's the 4-step playbook. First, before you even start, you have to clearly define the problem you're tackling. Second, you quickly review the key info you already have about it. Third, and this is the real engine of the whole thing, you ask yourself, what is the very next step? And you pour all your focus into just that question. And finally, number 4, when you get an insight or an answer, you lock it in by reviewing it in your mind before you move on.
Now be warned, your brain is going to fight you on this. It's going to throw up 2 main roadblocks. First, the obvious one, distractions. Your mind will just serve up easier, more interesting things to think about. The trick is to gently, without getting frustrated, just guide your focus back. The second trap is more subtle, and it's called looping. That's when your brain just keeps rehashing what it already knows to avoid the hard work of thinking something new. When you catch yourself doing that, you have to consciously push yourself back to that next step question.
So, why go through all this trouble? Why do this? Because the payoff here isn't just about solving one little problem on your drive home. It's about fundamentally rewiring your brain to succeed in this crazy distracted world.
And let's be absolutely crystal clear about this. This is not multitasking. It's single tasking with incredible precision. Every single time you notice your mind wandering and you pull it back to the problem, that's like doing a rep at the gym for your attention muscles. You are literally working out your brain.
And like Newport says here, you can't just expect to schedule a deep work block and have it work if you spend the rest of your day jumping from one distraction to the next. This practice helps you wean your mind off that constant need for stimulation. It teaches your brain it's okay to just focus on one thing for a while.
So the payoffs are huge. You build up your distraction-resisting muscles. You seriously sharpen your ability to concentrate. You start making real, tangible progress on your toughest problems. You're not just killing time anymore, you're creating value from it. systematically training your brain for that elite-level deep work that really, truly moves the needle in your career and your life.
So, as we wrap up, I just want to leave you with this question. The next time you're on your commute, or walking the dog, or doing the dishes, what problem are you going to choose? What breakthrough is just sitting there waiting for you, hiding in what you used to call dead time?